What's up, YouTube? Checking in with you again. I gave you a little short video just to inform you guys that I decided to go ahead and use my CDLs, get on the road. I've been enjoying it so far. Still in training right now. It's just week 1 of training. I just wanted to let you guys know how orientation went. You'll have 3 days of orientation in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I drove there because I'm from Atlanta, so it's only like a little over 2 hour, 2 hour drive. But when I got there, I checked into my room. I did have a roommate. Lucky for me and my roommate ended up becoming cool, and we're actually training on a truck together to get our 145 hours together on the truck. But just some things that you need to know and be prepared for when you get to orientation, when you get to Tennessee. They are in the process of building a new dormitory for their trainees to stay in while you're there for your 3 days of orientation. But unfortunately, they're still working on it. So I did have to stay in the old building. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't too bad. It does smell old because it is an old building. They don't have a lot of stuff there because they're putting all that new stuff and all that money into the new building. So we didn't have a refrigerator. We didn't have a microwave. Let me see. We do have a TV. They give you cable and all that stuff. It kind of had this old stale smell that you'll get over, but your goal is to get in there and get out of there for 3 days. You're only there for 3 days unless it takes you longer to find a trainer to get you on the road to start your 145 hours. The only thing that I can say I didn't like about orientation, besides the fact of the smell of the old building, I didn't like that they did not have like water available to you. You had to have your own water. And they had vending machines, but the stuff in the vending machines was so high priced, like $2 and something for a drink, and the snacks was high, so it wasn't worth it. So there is a Walmart and there's stores around, and they do have transport to take you back and forth if you need to go get whatever you need to go get in order for you to be okay, or within those days of orientation. Let me think of what else. So I didn't like that they didn't have little complimentary little snacks just so you're all right, and water, considering that, you know, somebody hot or somebody overheating, they passed out, and because let's say you don't have money during orientation or whatever, you don't have water, you don't have anything to hydrate, they do not provide that for you. The only thing that they do provide is free food. They feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For breakfast, it was I never ate breakfast because I'm not a breakfast person, but my roommate did. It was like breakfast sandwiches, like biscuits and stuff like that. And it was the same every morning, she said. And of course, you'll have like a little small white styrofoam cups, and you can either get water or juice or something. And that's what you will have, as far as that's what they give you for drinking. As far as hydration, for lunch, it was mostly sandwiches, like ham sandwich. I think they had pulled pork. I didn't eat it that day. But they had like turkey sandwiches, ham sandwiches. They had salad, chips, and things like that. So if you don't have money, they do feed you. But it is good to have some money to be able to buy the other necessities that you need, as far as water. Of course, I packed for 2 weeks because I expected to be on this truck a minimum of 2 weeks to complete the 145 days, which it seems it may take us longer than 2 weeks because we encountered issues with the truck had to go in the shop, blah blah blah. But while you're on the road, you'll have access to showers, laundry facilities, and all that stuff. So if you can, and I know when they send you the list of things that you can bring, they say to bring jeans and all that stuff. I only brought like 3 pairs of jeans, 1 pair of pants, jean pants, and 2 pairs of jean shorts, and that was just for orientation. Now my plan was, when I got on this truck, is not to wear any jean anything because I wanted to be comfortable. So I had a bag, 2 weeks of basketball shorts, and just like tees, you know, that you can, something you'll feel comfortable in to be sitting and driving for hours. And then this truck, and you're going to be in here with your partner, unless you decide you'd like to train alone, your partner as well as your trainer. So it's going to be 3 people in this truck. And if you run your routes right, you and your partner should never be in sleeper berth or sleeping at the same time, because while you're driving, your partner is asleep, and while your partner is driving, you're asleep, as long as you're running your clock like you're supposed to run your clock. And we'll talk about that in another video. But the only thing I say, just try to have a little bit of money to be able to get, water, or if you don't want to eat sandwiches or the food they have, to be able to go to Walmart and buy some things that don't need to be refrigerated. Now, I know I said that they don't have a microwave. They don't have a microwave in the room, but in the where the front office is, where you check in for your room, they do have microwaves in there, but they close at 11 o'clock. So if you're one of those people that like to eat late at night, they close and lock the doors, and you won't have access to that microwave after 11 o'clock. So you just gotta, plan out your day, or pick foods that don't need to be microwaved, or just eat the food that they give you if you don't want to go spend the money or have the money to spend. Because we're out here to make money, not to spend money. So, not saying that it was unedible. The sandwiches were fine. Throw a little mayonnaise, a little mustard on it, you'll be fine. But I can't think of anything else as far as orientation that you will need to know. The first day of class, there is a urinalysis. It's urine only for anybody that want to know. Urinalysis only. And I came in without, I had no experience. But I'm a veteran, so I drove military vehicles. And when I got behind the wheel, it was just like driving, an LMTV. If you're, Army, the vehicles. The LMTV is the larger vehicle in the Army, or one of the larger vehicles in the Army. They don't do backing, but they just have you ride around, like get on the highway, and it's like a circle, and you come back just to make sure that you don't hit any curves, and you can at least drive. It's not really hard. I didn't go to CDL school. I actually took my test and studied myself, and went and tested out with my military driving experience. That allowed me to get a waiver to where I didn't have to do the driving part of the CDL. So honestly, the first time I drove a semi truck was at orientation, and I believe that I did pretty well. I did really good, considering that was my first time behind the wheel. I can't think of anything else that I can inform you guys of. I'm sure I'm missing something. So if anybody have any questions, please hit me up. And before you go, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, so I can inform other people of what to be prepared for when coming in to Covenant Transport here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. But just hit me up, and I'll get back with you. I holla.